Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight we're taking on Season 9, Round 5 of the Solo Crisis League. It is the final round of Season 9, the All-Star Season. So this is the strongest characters against some of the more difficult combinations of base game and Crisis. At least that's the idea. So far, I think it's shook out this way. Still, Crisis 4 wasn't a huge challenge, but I mean, that's not often it is. I do think Crisis 4 suffers from the order in which you get a personal crisis and what cards happen to be destroyed. That determines your difficulty more than the setup of the game itself. So that is that. We're playing Crisis 3 with Dark Knight's Metal. It's been a while since we played Dark Knight's Metal. Well, it's been a season, right? It's always round 5 that we play Dark Knight's Metal. So we're playing Dark Knight's Metal today. And we're going, usually I have some kind of special rules, but we're going to play a little bit differently today in that the captured heroes are all Dark Knight Metal's characters. No other characters are in there, and we can have as many heroes as we want. The only stipulation is that if we have to give up a character, we give a character other than the one we start with until that's the last one available. And if we have to rescue a character, it should be the character you start with if at all possible. So that is that. And we'll get started pretty soon. First, we have to talk about the character we're using. Now, I didn't actually look at the characters before selecting them. And there was one simple reason why. The characters are Crisis Wonder Woman from Crisis 1 or Deathstroke from Dark Knight's Metal. Now, since Deathstroke is going to be in the Captured Heroes deck, there's a chance we get him anyway. We'll have access to him no matter if we select him or not. We just don't get to start with him. So since that is the case, I decided to go with Crisis Wonder Woman. We'll go ahead and put Dark Knight's Metal Deathstroke up there right now. And so we're using Crisis Wonder Woman, and she reads, when you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, choose a player. That player may destroy a vulnerability or a weakness in his hand or discard pile. Now, before even, remember I already said I didn't even look at it before going for it. And I don't regret it because that's a great ability for Dark Knight's Metal, right? Those weaknesses pack a bigger punch than they usually do because they make you lose your hero and stuff like that. So with that in mind, I'm actually really happy that we have Crisis Wonder Woman to use. It is Crisis 3, so we start with This World Is Ours. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, gain a weakness. Now, fortunately, that then triggers Crisis Wonder Woman, who can then destroy that weakness, so it's not a problem at all. Then there is the Outsider. Players cannot destroy starter cards, but like I said earlier, we can destroy weaknesses, so that's not a problem at all. So I think we're about ready to get started, right? Been out of my cast for a few weeks now. Things are much better, best has been so far. So let's hopefully keep it that way, right? So we got Chlorokinesis, Black Adam, Mecha Construct. I do like that one for the early game. Tomb of Hothset, and Rabid Robin. When you gain this card, gain a weakness. Okay. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3 power, and I'm gonna actually start by getting a breakthrough here. It's what replaces the kicks in Dark Knight's Metal. It's still 2 power, but after you play, you have the option to return it to the stack to destroy a weakness or vulnerability, which is like Crisis Wonder Woman, but in the right hand, it could actually allow you to do that multiple times in one turn, which is nice. New card comes out. No heroes yet, which is not great. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since we did that, so when I gain this, I gain a weakness, so I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll use Wonder Woman's ability as when you buy a villain from the lineup, that choose a player, that player may destroy weakness or vulnerability in his hand or discard pile. We'll just destroy that vulnerability right away. I'm sorry, that weakness right away. And we did have 4 power, and we only spent 2 of it. So we have 2 left over, which we'll use to buy Savagery. Oh, and we get a victory point for taking out the villain in the first place, because it's Crisis 3 with a set other than Forever Evil. So that's all pretty good news. New card comes out. Another villain, Lady Blackhawk. One of those cards I'm going to look forward to getting when we eventually have a Frankenstein. 2, 3, 4, we'll buy this, which gets us a weakness, but we destroy Wonder Woman, and we get a victory point for getting a villain, and we're good. So I guess that doesn't really gain me too much right now, I think about it. It kind of breaks even with the villain being away. We don't have any heroes anyway. So maybe I should just start leaving them there and start going for other stuff. 1, 2, 3. We can get to 4, 5, 6 if we spend a victory point. We'll get Mecha Construct for now. You know what? Maybe, I know I said I wouldn't, but we're going to actually go for Black Adam. It gets a victory point, a weakness, and destroys the weakness of Wonder Woman. So all sorts of stuff happens there. It's just that I was at 6, and I haven't reached that high yet, and there's the last villain out there, so there's all sorts of good reason to say goodbye to Black Adam there. New card comes out. Another villain. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get Mecha Construct. And a new card comes out. Detective Chimp. That's what I want. That's where my heart lies. All right, 1, 2, 3. We're going to pay the victory point to get to 4, 5, 6, getting rid of Deathstroke, which we gain and then lose a weakness, and we get a victory point as well. We still have 2 left over, so we'll get Detective Chimp as well. That's our first hero. Oh no, that's not now. That's our first hero that we could give to This World Is Ours. That's right. That's what that is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. New card comes out. Joker's Daughter, another expensive one. All right, 1. When I buy or gain my second card from the lineup this turn, draw 2 cards. So let's see if we can. No, we're not going to pull that off this turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I'm going to actually go ahead and buy a Breakthrough and leave Chlorokinesis out there for now. We'll get it later. Ooh, Element X. Nice and early for that. All right, 1, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, stopping when empty, and discard any number of them. We'll discard the vulnerability and leave the rest. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Could get the 7. We'll just stay at 5 and get Tomb of Hathset, because there's plenty of use for that location. Especially if we get a city destroyed, right? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to just get rid of Joker's Daughter. I wasn't thinking about that this turn, but it's a good opportunity. We get a weakness that's gone though because of Wonder Woman, and we get a victory point. I could have done something else. I could have gone for the getting 2 cards, but I didn't have Mecha Construct in my hand, so it felt like a waste. Tomb of Hathset is down, so now we can kind of fix our hand as we go if we wish. 1. We'll go ahead and spend the victory point to get the 4 power, and we will buy a Breakthrough for that, because I'm thinking we go for Fair Play soon, which is going to get us a lot of weaknesses. Or at least, no, that one benefits from it. There's another one that gains power from weaknesses. Reveal cards, stopping when empty, and discard any number of them. We'll just discard the punch, just to make sure we get a fresh hand next turn. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. What's up with this low power whenever we have Mecha Construct? We'll go ahead and get Fair Play, because I do want to use that at some point. Maybe we'll get Electrum instead. The metal card has its uses. War Cry. Draw a card. 2 power and draw a card. Kick and draw, kick and draw, kick and draw. Do have Tomb of Hathset, so the hand's bad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Still not enough. We're going to go ahead and use Tomb of Hathset, discard our hand, and draw 4 new cards. There we go. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Unfortunately, there are none of those there, so that doesn't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not great. We'll get one more breakthrough. I think I'm going to stop there until we start destroying weaknesses with them. Card comes out. Start with Detective Chimp, looking at these 3. We'll discard all 3 of them. It just punches anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 power. We'll use that to get Oblivion Bar. No, we'll get Anti-Monitors. No, we'll get Oblivion Bar. I mean, it's a permanent defense. Can't complain about that. Still weak to a city destroyed and still can be given to it, but, you know, it could be worse. New card comes out. There's a hero. It's Frankenstein. Not giving him up. All right, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Maybe we want to go for Tomb of Hathset. Yeah, we're going to discard our hand and draw 4 new cards. Start with Detective Chimp, 1 power. Look at these 3 cards. We'll discard both vulnerabilities and leave the breakthrough there. So that's 1, 2, 3. We'll go for 4 power, getting our War Cry on. New card comes out. Nightmare Nurse. I like that one quite a bit. Oblivion Bar can hit the table. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Too bad there's not one that will give me enough power, but 6, and I can look at these 3 cards. We'll discard the punch, I suppose, and leave the rest here. We have 6 power. We'll use that to say goodbye to Onamar Sin, getting another victory point. Weakness comes, weakness goes via Wonder Woman here. Do like that quite a bit. It does say specifically from buying from the lineup, so it won't apply to supervillains, but that's okay. New card comes out. Fulcrum Abominus. All right, this is not a great hand. I'm going to use Tomb of Hathset to discard our hand and draw 4 new cards. 2 and draw a card. Should have used Detective Chimp first. 3, look at these 3 cards. We'll discard the punch, leave the other 2 there. We're at 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7, and a vulnerability. We'll get Frankenstein. New card comes out. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2 power. 3, 4. We'll spend the VP to get to 5, 6, 7, getting Fulcrum Abominus, and moving on to our next turn. New card comes out. I hate Brutal Chase. It's a terrible card for Crisis Mode. It's not meant for Crisis Mode. It's meant for competitive mode, but man. 5 cards here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go ahead and buy. We'll get Fair Play. No, we want to leave that there. We'll get Nightmare Nurse and move on. I'm leaving that there for the case of Mecha Construct. If we can get a strong enough hand when that comes up. Okay, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, stopping when empty, and discard any number of them. We will discard. We'll discard these 2. Then do. I'm sorry, not Savagery. I wanted to do War Cry. So now we're at 3 power and draw a card. Draw 2 cards, and we're at 4 power because we only control 1 character. Oh well, I tried. 5, 6, 7. We'll spend the VP to get to 8, 9, 10, getting Element X into our hand. 1 card that does 5 power with this small hand before we're even able to get rid of Starters? Yes, please. New card comes out. Level 7. 1, 2, 6. I can get a card from the destroyed pile. I've only got 1 VP, so who's worth 1 VP and worth grabbing? We'll get Deathstroke because he's a defense at least. I don't think I have any of those yet. So we're at 6 power. 7 power. When I buy or gain my second card from the lineup during this turn, I get to draw a card. So 7 power. We'll go ahead and get Phoenix Cannon and Fair Play, leaving us with 1 power, and we have to get to draw 2 cards. That's why I want a Mecha Construct. 1 power, draw 2 cards. Got a lot of strong cards. Not seeing a lot of heroes, though. Where are those expendable heroes? So we're at 1 power, drawing 2 cards. 2 power. 3 power. If I get if I gain a weakness, I can get up to 6 power. We'll do it. We'll gain a weakness and get anti-monitor antenna. There we go. That's going to help when we get to the villains and stuff. The anti-monitor antenna. All right. New card comes out. Where are these heroes? We'll start with 2 and draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go ahead and get level 7 for that. New card comes out. It's another villain. 5 power. 6, 7. Get a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Alright, so we're at 7 power, right? 5, 6, 7. We'll get rid of Black Manta, which will bring us down to 4. We'll get a weakness for that and a victory point. But when I buy gain a villain from the lineup, choose a player. That player may destroy a vulnerability or weakness in his discard pile. So again, we're at 4 power. We'll buy this one, bring us down to 1 power. I'll get another victory point, another weakness destroyed. So 1 power. 2 power. 6 power, get something from the destroyed pile. So the whole point of that was to get VP. We're going to go for Onamar Sin with his 3 power. Or, you know what, Joker's Daughter. It's, you know, this is a metal card, though. We need some metal cards. We'll get more later. All right, so I think we were at 6 power, right? Because 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. We spent 6 of it. So are we at 6 power? Yeah. 7 power here. I could... No, we can't. We'll go ahead and get Batmanium. Another villain. We're certainly seeing a lot of villains, which is nice. Just that I need some heroes. So we got Detective Chimp and Nightmare Nurse. Do I have any other ones floating around? I'm not getting rid of Frankenstein. It's not on the table. Okay, I don't think I have any other ones yet, so I won't use it yet. But we'll go for Detective Chimp first just to look at these 3 cards. Yeah, they're not heroes. We're going to discard all 3 of these, though. Yeah, so that's 1. Draw 2 cards, plus 1 power for each character on my team. So that's 1, 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Copperhead's gone. Another victory point. Weakness comes and goes. I mean, we're doing everything right. Everything's going fine. We're just not getting heroes into our hand. Level 7 can hit the table. That's 2-4 power. We'll buy Chlorokinesis for the attack for later, but we're not going to need it now. Hyper time. 4 power, draw a card. Yes, please. Here you go. 5 power. We'll just... Oh, not yet. Hold on. 6 power. I don't think we need the extra power, so we won't go for the extra bonus there. We'll go ahead and buy Hyper time, though. So then we have 3 power. 4, 5, 6. I could buy the rest of the lineup. I'll just buy 1 breakthrough and call it even. I really need another hero. I will not give up Frankenstein for this. We have to play this weakness. 2 and draw a card. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Let's go with Detective Chimp. So we're at 2. 3 power. Look at the next 3 cards. We'll discard this and this, leaving just Mecha Construct there. So again, we're at 3 power. We'll go ahead and buy Baby Darkseid, get another victory point. Another weakness comes, weakness goes. So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I'm not going to go buy anything else. New card comes out. Plastic Man. There's a hero. Finally a hero. Anti-monitor antenna can hit the table, sure. I'm going to start putting these up here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 power. After I buy a second card, I can draw a card. 2 cards, sorry. So that's 3 power. We'll buy this to bring us down to 1 power, and we can draw 2 cards. 1 power and drawing 2 cards, and we just shuffle all the heroes into here. Finally, we'll end This World Is Ours. One power, 2 power, 6 power, and we can get something from the destroyed pile. Thinking Joker's Daughter. Ooh, Black Adam's a defense, though. Yeah, we're going to get the defense of Black Adam for 2 victory points. Gotta have those defensive villains. They're nice. All right, I'm not going to spend the 6 power. Hey, thanks for joining. All right, so we'll buy 1 more breakthrough, but I don't think we're going to need it too much. Now the idea is just try and get some heroes out of our deck into This World Is Ours. Two, 4, 5. We'll buy Ankh Portal. Not going to bother with these 2. Move on to our next hand. Maybe I should be using Tomb of Hath Set. Save a few turns, basically, by discarding our hand and going for that. So yeah, we'll discard our hand and draw 4 cards in the hopes of getting a hero out, basically. And giving, say, Plastic Man up here. Gotta play this weakness. Use the breakthrough on it, getting the 2 power, destroying said weakness. 3 power with this punch, and we're good. I guess I could buy the breakthrough back, but I think we've got a lot of them already, so I'm not feeling like that's necessary right now. So we need 4 heroes up there. Another card comes out. Here is Nightmare Nurse for our second hero. Let's go ahead and draw a card. And then 2 power and draw another card. 6 power and draw a card. 7. 7 power will buy Court of Owls. Gets us another victory point. So then that's 1 power, 3 power. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Is there any heroes over here? Just Frankenstein. So again, we're at 3 power. Not much I can do with all this. I guess I can get the 8 power for no reason and go ahead and get Porthole to Nowhere. All right. Man, lots of locations today. Man, that needs 4 heroes. Do I really not have 4 heroes? Do I really only have 3? Did I jump the gun on that? I have a 4th one, including Frankenstein, but I'm not giving him up yet. All right, let's see what happens. Well, I'm going to give Detective Chimp to This World Is Ours. And then play Fulcrum Abominus, draw 2 cards. +1 for each character I control. So I control Wonder Woman. So it's just 1. 1 power, drawing 2 cards. Yep, I don't have another hero. We're still waiting for one. Shoot. All right. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll buy Forge of Worlds. Leaving us with 1, 2, 3. I'm good. I don't need to go any further than that. Next card comes out. There's Detective Chimp. That's a hero. So we have to just get him back into our hands to end This World Is Ours. Okay, we got 5 power here of Element X. We'll buy Detective Chimp, leaving us with 3 power. Electrum puts that Detective Chimp right into our hand, ending This World Is Ours. That's our first crisis down. That's it. All right, and again, we're still at 3 power. If I have 1 or fewer characters on my team, I get to rescue a character. We know what it is. It is Batman, Dark Knight's Metal Batman, which means a new character is captured. Now, each time I play a weakness, look at the top card of my deck, destroy it or leave it. So again, we're at 3 power, 4 power, 5, 6 power. Not enough to get rid of the outsider, but we are well on our way. But Crisis Anti-Monitor, what's that work? +1 for each weakness? Oh, I don't have any over here. Could draw a card, but that's not enough at this point. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm doing fine. New card comes out. Phantom Zone Projector. This is a terrible hand. In fact, we're going to use Tomb of Hathset to discard this hand and draw 4 new cards. All right. 2, 3, 4, 8 power, and I can get something from up here. You know, it says I may, not that I have to, right? I have to pay 2 BP to do that anyway. Sorry. Right, 8. Do I have any victory point? Do I have any weaknesses over here? No, I don't. Man, there's no way for me to get 1 more power. Maybe I will just go ahead and get something from up here then. Get Nightmare Nurse back. That makes me feel good. She's good for destroying weaknesses and getting VP in return. So we have 8 power. We'll get Phantom Zone Projector and move on. Ra's al Ghul. All right, we might be able to get there this turn. First of all, draw a card. Then 4 power, each player draws another card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough to say goodbye to the outsider, which does get us 2 weaknesses. And I don't think we also rescue a character, right? Each time you gain a supervillain with cost 13 or less, rescue a captured character and gain 2 weaknesses. Yeah, so we get a 3rd character. What's our 3rd character going to be? Cyborg. Gotta start making room for more characters. Once during each of our turns, +1 power for each metal card I control. Okay. So that's 2 weaknesses floating around now. But we've got ways of dealing with that, like Nightmare Nurse that we just got. Wonder Woman's ability will work on with Ra's al Ghul out there. All sorts of good reasons. All right, we have a defense in hand. We have 2 defenses in hand. Just have to decide which one to use when the time comes here. So our new Crisis is releasing the prisoners. Put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. Go. When a villain enters the lineup from the main deck, put a random villain from the destroyed pile into the lineup. Contribute 4 cards with cost 4. Well, there's 3 of them out there. All right, and then our new villain is Ultraman. Each player puts 1 card of each type from his hand or discard pile at the bottom of their deck. For each place this way, gain a weakness, and we will not do that. We can use Poor Hole in Nowhere, but we don't have any victory points right now. Oh wait, we get 1 victory point for defeating the villain. And actually, since that happens... Oh, that's only in the lineup. Never mind. So I do have 1. Discard to avoid attack if you do draw a card and the attacker gains a weakness. But you know what? We use Poor Hole in Nowhere. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. You may pay 1 VP. If you do, draw 2 additional cards. We'll pay the VP to draw 2 additional cards, because that's nice. That 3-card draw, yeah, that's going to add up. That's going to add up. All right. Do we have anything of cost 4 in our hand? Yeah, we've got Warcry, so I'm going to go ahead and give that up. That's 1 card of cost 4. 2, 3, 4. We'll use that to get rid of Ra's al Ghul. Unfortunately, I don't have a vulnerability or weakness. Maybe we'll leave that out there, actually. Don't use that yet till we can use Wonder Woman's ability. So that's, again, 4 power. 5, 6, 7. Reveal a top card of my deck, plus power equal to its VP value. 8. 9 power, and I can get to 12 power if I gain a weakness. So yeah, we'll gain a weakness, get into 12 power. We'll get this for 4, leaving us with 8. This for 4, leaving us with 4. This for 4, leaving us with 0. We also get a victory point for that. And since we bought a villain from the lineup, we can destroy a weakness in our discard pile. So it kind of evens out. That's gone. All right. You know what? I don't think we have any captured characters right now. Let's just put that down there. New card comes out. Another cost 4 card. We'll give up Chlorokinesis. Its cost is 4. We'll get it back from the destroyed pile at some point in order to get some victory points. We'll start with Nightmare Nurse. 2 power. I can destroy a 0-cost card. If it's a weakness or vulnerability, I'll get 2 VP. It's not, so we'll just destroy a punch. No VP, but it still makes our deck stronger, so all good. So 2, 3, 4, 5. There's nothing else of cost 4 in my hand, so we'll just buy Black Orchid. New card comes out. Draw 2 cards, plus 1 for each character on my team. That's a 3-power card. Anything of cost 4 here? Nothing. So 7 power. I can get something from the destroyed pile. I've only got 1 VP right now. But you know what? I can get a 4-cost card from in here for 1 VP, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll get Ra's al Ghul for 1 VP. Because it's a 4-cost card. That's the only reason, really. So again, that's 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll buy this. And we'll move on. Just trying to get those 4-cost cards coming through. New card comes out. Mr. Terrific. Gotta play this weakness. But we'll go ahead and destroy it right away with Breakthrough. So that is 2 power. But you know what? When we play the weakness, that triggers Batman. And look at this. I can destroy it or leave it. We'll leave Element X there. So we're at 2 power. Draw a card. 7 power. Uh, 11 power and draw another card. 14 power. Here's another card of cost 4 for this. We'll buy Mr. Terrific, leaving us with 9 power. Oh, man, we have enough power to take on Ultraman, but we have to get rid of this releasing the prisoners first. Got 3 of the 4 cost cards we need out there. We have the other one here in our hand. So we'll go ahead and give up Deathstroke, ending releasing the prisoners. There's 4 cards of cost 4 destroyed. We'll like some of those back if possible. But that is that. Forge Worlds goes down. Once during each of your turns, if there are 2 or more characters on your team, 2 power. So we get 2 power from Forge of Worlds. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll get T-Spheres. We don't have to play it every time it comes up, but there is that. It is useful. New card comes out. It's Flight. I don't need that. Still get 2 power from Forge of Worlds. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get +1 for each metal card, so that's 11. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the best I got there. I could use this. How many of these do I have? I don't know how many weaknesses I have right now. Apparently I have none, so that's just 11. All right, we're not going to buy anything then. We're good there. Gotta put Nightmare Nurse to work and revolve those starter cards, you know? Get her to work. New card comes out. It's another villain. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Batman to look at this card. Nope, that stays. We're still at 2 power because of Forge of Worlds. We'll put this other antenna down, so we have 2 of those. +3 gets us to 5 power. Can't really do anything of this. 6, 7. If I played a metal card, it's another power, so that's 8 power. Cyborg gets +1 from metal cards, so that's 9, 10 power. And that's that. I could get rid of Black Mask, but it would kind of be a waste with Wonder Woman's ability just sitting right there. So we'll just not. We'll just leave that. We didn't have enough to get rid of Ultraman, unfortunately. But we will soon. We got 2 power from Forge of Worlds. 4 power, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. Now we're good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll get rid of Black Mask, bringing us down to 7. And then destroying this weakness with Wonder Woman. We'll use that 7 to buy Boomerang. All good. No bad news there. New card comes out. All right, Fulcrum Abominus, +1 power for each character you control. That's 3 characters, and we are drawing 2 cards. So that's 3 power, 4, 5 of Forge of Worlds, 6, 7, draw a card, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. I can, we're at 15 power. I can pay VP to get stuff from the destroy pile, but I have no VP right now. Is anything in here worth 0? No, so we can't get anything from the destroyed pile. But with 15 power, we get rid of Ultraman, which gets us a VP. It also gets us 2 weaknesses, but we get to also rescue a character. And we do want to do that. Gotta keep rescuing characters, getting more power. The Flash. Once during each of your turns, when you play a defense, draw a card. Okay. All right. We have no defense in hand, but we do have Oblivion Bar in play, which is discard a card of cost 1 or greater to avoid an attack. Our new Crisis. Psychic Static. Put the top card of the main deck in the lineup. When a superpower enters the lineup, put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. Contribute 3 non-kick superpowers. Well, there are no kicks, so that's actually pretty easy. And then Owlman. Each player destroys the highest cost equipment in hand and discard pile. We will defend with Oblivion Bar by... we'll discard Batmanium here. Okay. So, we do have to get rid of Psychic Static. How can we do that? Well, nothing yet. 2, 4, 7 power is all we got. We'll use that to get Nana Prabhat and Flight. Nana Prabhat for being a location, Flight for giving the Psychic Static if possible. Do forget about Forge of Worlds. We do start with 2 power. Two plus 5 gets us the 7. 8, 9. That triggers the flash to draw a card. You can have Fair Play. Ten with this punch. I don't think I want to give it... I will give it Savagery. Yeah, we'll give it Savagery. We'll get to 11 power. We'll get tarot cards for that, but I think I'm going to leave Phoenix Cannon. We've already got 1. I don't think we need more. Whole point now is to get another superpower. I know we've got a few waiting around, like Brutal Chase, which I can't stand. So we're just going to go right ahead and get rid of Brutal Chase. That's going to end Psychic Static. So that's that. We do have 2 power due to Forge of Worlds. 6 power and draw a card. 7, 8, that triggers the flash to draw another card. 9 power, if I buy those 2 cards, I can draw 2 cards. Psychic Static should be gone. So again, we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. 11, 12. I think I can discard one of these. We have 13 power, we use this weakness. 14 power, we use that one. So we will use that for 14 power. That's enough to get rid of Owlman, which will gain us 2 weaknesses, but also another hero. 14, we're at 1 power. We get another Wonder Woman. Once in each of your turns, if you control 2 or more equipment and or superpowers, we do. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Okay, we can do that. So we're going to do that. We have 1 power, but we can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Very well. We'll discard this vulnerability and this punch. 3 power, destroy the vulnerability, getting us 2 victory points. Oh, we have to get a victory point for defeating the villain as well. So we're at 3 power. If I do this, if I don't control a weakness, I gain a weakness, so that will get us to 4, 5, 6. Buying both of these allows us to trigger Mecha Construct to draw 2 cards. Plus 1 power for each character I control, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and draw 2 cards. I'm just kind of seeing how far I can go at this point. 12, 15, 16, 17. That's a lot. Nothing more I can really do with that, though. Nothing more. All right, we have no defense in hand, but we do still have we have Oblivion Bar available to us. Next up is the Justice League is Dead. Put the top card of the main deck in the lineup, one out. We'll also put out one for the turn. When a hero enters the lineup attack, each player discards a card. Oh, okay. We'll discard Flight for the first one. For the second attack, we'll discard Vulnerability. I have to contribute 4 heroes. Heroes again. That's pretty tough. Our new villain, Johnny Quick. Each player discards 2 random cards, and players cannot draw cards during their turn. That sucks. We're going to discard Nanda Prabhat to trigger Oblivion Bar, avoiding his first appearance attack. Well, this is 2 power. We'll get the 5 power here. We have to get rid of heroes, so I guess I'll buy Dr. Fate as a hero we can give to the Justice League is Dead. Before we go any further, though, we played this. Did I trigger any of this stuff? This is what becomes a problem, is can I keep track of all this? I don't control enough things for that. All right, so no, we didn't do enough. We'll get Dr. Fate. New card will come on out, and we'll keep going. So we can't draw cards during our turn, which does hurt. Weakness comes out, which triggers Batman to look at this. Destroy it. Yes. 3 power here. 4, 5, 9. Forge of Worlds gets us to 11. Cyborg gets us to 12. And we can spend VP to get cards from the destroyed pile. There's got to be a hero we can get from in here as needed. I would like a Detective Chimp back anyway. I'd also like a Plastic Man. There are other cards I want, but it's always best to get what you need for the current crisis. So yeah, we'll spend 1 VP to get a Detective Chimp. With our 12 power, we'll buy Superman, leaving us a 6 power. I'm not going to buy Mecha Construct. We've got enough with the one we have, so I don't think I drew anything that turn. I hope I didn't. I'm not supposed to. New card comes out. It's Escape. Have to play this weakness. We'll also put this anti-monitor antenna down. But that does trigger Batman. So look at this. We will not destroy that. 2. Reveal a top card of your deck plus power equal to its VP. 4 power. 5, 6 of Forge of Worlds. Cyborg gets 7 power. We'll buy Escape for the defense and the trigger of the Flash, but that's all we can do. All right, it's our turn. We're going to give up Kendra Saunders for the Justice League is Dead. 2. This doesn't do anything. 3, 4. 5 power, and we get a VP. I'm not going to buy anything. Yeah, I think the deck's large enough as it is. We have to do some destruction. So we'll have to deal with that first. Another hero. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Batman to look at this. We will not destroy that. We will use the breakout on this, though, so 2 power. 3, 4, 5, Forge of Worlds. 6 with Phoenix Cannon. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. It's going to be a hero. I think. Yeah, we'll get Dr. Fate into our hand so that we can give it up. Now, I could use Wonder Woman's ability, but Johnny Quick stops us. We do have enough power to buy Plastic Man, which is helpful for this crisis, and we'll move on. All right, now you have to get those heroes out. There's also a bunch of weaknesses floating around. That's been a real problem. So we have to start getting rid of those, or we're going to start losing heroes, which is fine. Like, I can't use Wonder Woman right now, so it's fine if she gets captured. New card has to come out. We get 5 power from Element X, 6/7 of Forge of Worlds. I don't want to use Superman for this. I don't want to use Mr. Terrific for it either because we have a lot of destruction to do. So we're at 8/9. Look at this. You may destroy it. Yeah, we'll destroy Flight. +4 is 13. 14 power. 15 of Cyborg. Not going to play T-Spheres. We'll buy Sniper Rifle because we're going to need it for a crisis later, most likely. We'll use tarot cards real quick to get a VP. That's 1 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Forge of Worlds. We'll get Escape. That's it. Gotta have those defense cards. Oh, that's a hero, so that's an attack. What's in our hand? Can we defend of anything here? We'll just discard Nana Prabat to use Oblivion Bar, avoiding the attack. All right, 1, 2, 3 of Forge of Worlds, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll get Steel. Move on to next turn. Where are all these heroes I don't need? Oh, there's Plastic Man. I don't need that. Well, here's Weakness. That triggers Batman. Now look at this. We will destroy that punch. They'll play Batmanium, revealing the top card of our deck, plus power equal to its VP. So that's 1 power. 2, 3 of Forge of Worlds. 4, 5, and destroy said Weakness. Here's another hero for here. +3 gets us to 8. That's 2 metal cards. That's 9, 10. That would also trigger Wonder Woman, but I can't use that. We'll get Iced Over for 6, leaving us with 4. Could get Warcry. I'm going to pass for now. New card comes out. I need one more hero. Gotta play this Weakness, which triggers Batman. Now look at this. We will not destroy that. It is a hero, though, so that's good. I get 3 power from Ankh Portal. 4, 5, 6. I can put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. We're at 6 power. Sure, we'll put Superman in our hand. Getting us to 10. We can discard each weakness we control. This doesn't really do anything. We'll get to 11 power with Cyborg. We'll get rid of Lady Blackhawk, which gets us a VP and triggers Wonder Woman to destroy a weakness in our discard pile. And that's that turn. Really just want to destroy a weakness. But another hero would be nice. A new card comes out. It's a villain. Here's Black Orchid, so that's all 4 heroes, but we have to get rid of Rabid Robin first. 2 power here. 3, 4 Forge of Worlds. Get rid of Rabid Robin, which does gain us a weakness. But also a victory point. And with Wonder Woman, we can then destroy said weakness. So that's fine. So again, it's 2, 3, 4. We spent 2 power. That's so just 2 power. So that is, these cards are destroyed. And Justice League is Dead is over. We still have 2 power left over. We got a lot we can do now. Still can't draw cards, but that's okay. 3 power. 4, 5 power. And 6 power with Cyborg. Nothing else I can do, really. I don't want to buy those things. Just got to get to 10 power with 5 cards we draw to end this. There we go. 2 power of Nightmare Nurse. We'll use that to destroy a weakness or a vulnerability. There's gotta be a... There's no weaknesses here? I thought we had a lot more than that. Really did. Well, we'll destroy a vulnerability, getting us 2 victory points still. So that's 2 power. 4 power. Sorry, we're at 2 power. 4 power of Forge of Worlds. 8 power, we can get something from the destroy pile. There's been a lot of things destroyed recently. Worth having. Joker's Daughter still on the table here. Portal of Nowhere is a nice defense card. I think we'll go with Joker's Daughter for 2 VP. We got a lot more VP floating around, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, so again, we're at 2, 4, 8 power. Right? 2, 4, 8 power. Nothing spent yet. $10 power. That gets rid of Johnny Quick. We'll use that to get 2 weaknesses, but also rescue a character. And we'll rescue Aquaman. Means another character is captured. Okay. With Aquaman, we now can, once during your turns, if I control 2 or more villains or superpowers, plus 1 power. And you may put cards for this turn on top of your deck. Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're at 0 power. Equipment and superpowers. So I don't have that yet. That's just villains and superpowers. Okay, nothing yet then. Did I get a VP for the villain? I'm not sure. Not sure. It's okay. We'll just say we didn't. Draw 2 cards, because I can draw cards again, and plus 1 power for each character in our team. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Batman. We'll destroy that punch. Destroy it with a breakthrough. So that's 8 power. And his vulnerability doesn't do anything. With that 8 power, we're definitely going to buy a breakthrough again. We'll buy Madame Xanadu, leaving us 2 power. And that's our turn. All right, so we did get some weaknesses, obviously, but we have another character. We're flying through these villains. We got a ton of characters here. It's actually getting hard to keep track of everything I can do. Still have Oblivion Bar to defend against whatever it is that we come up against. Probably could use Crisis Anti-Monitor to defeat Johnny Quick much faster now that I think about it. But we have to get some destruction going. We don't have a lot of that happening. All right, in hand, we have no defense, but we do, as I said, have Oblivion Bar. So our new Crisis is Lost in Time. Each player removes all cards of cost 1 or greater from their discard pile from the game until the Crisis is beaten. That's wonderful. That's when you want it to happen, just when you shuffled. At the end of your turn, place all starter cards in play on the bottom of your deck. Contribute 3 cards of cost 1 or 2. 3 cards of cost 1 or 2, okay? Felix Faust. Each player passes the highest cost card, blah, 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 blah. We can defend with discarding Steel to avoid the attack. That's what we're going to do. Okay. New card comes out. Got to give up Detective Chimp as 1 card of cost 2. And I'm just not going to play these punches because they'll just go to the bottom of the deck via the text on Lost in Time. Plus, nothing out there actually helps in that case. So we'll just keep going. New card comes out. We have nothing of cost 1 or 2 in our hand. We will play Nightmare Nurse to destroy one of the punches over here. Don't give VP for that, but still that's good. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Do I have anything else triggered yet? Yeah, we played a defense card, so we can draw a card. Anything else? This takes superpower and equipment. No. Villains and superpowers. No. So we didn't trigger any of those yet. So again, it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13. We get something from the destroyed pile. We need cards that cost 1 or 2. Any in here? Could use Rabid Robin, but that's going to get me some other stuff. Flight's probably more likely. Detective Chimp's even better. Savagery's also a good option. So there's a few in here. We'll go with Detective Chimp for 1 VP. I seem to keep losing him. So again, we're at 13 power. 14, 15. And we'll buy Cyborg 1 million. And I think that's it. Yeah, we're good there. New card comes out. Oh, you know what? Any punches we played have to go to the bottom of our deck. Oh, that's from the last turn. Never mind. We didn't play the vulnerability, so we're good. We'll start with Joker's Daughter drawing 2 cards. We do have 2 power from Forge of Worlds. 3 power. That's a defense card, so we can draw a card. It also triggers Aquaman. If you control 2 or more villains and or superpowers, plus 1 power. So that's 4 power now. And you may put cards you gain this turn on top of your deck. Okay? So that's 4. 5, 6, reveal the top card of our deck. I may destroy it. No, we're good. And then 7 power. Sorry, 7 power for that. 8, 9, 10. Oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. I should have used Escape for Lost in Time. I wasn't even paying attention to the crisis. Oh well. 15. 19. Not going to play T-Spheres. We'll buy Ankh Portal, and that's going to be that. Shoot, that would have triggered Wonder Woman 2. There's all sorts of things that would have happened. I lost track of the crisis. My bad. All right, we'll start by playing this weakness because we have to. That does trigger Batman. Looking at this, we will not destroy it. We will use a breakthrough on it, though, for 2 power. We'll then give Escape to Lost in Time. We're still at 2 power, 4 power, Forge of Worlds. 5, 6, 7 of Onamar Sin. We'll buy Carter Hall's Journal, leaving us with 3 power. I won't play the punch. We'll get the 4 power, though, with Cyborg. And that's that. All right. New card comes out. Cards of cost 1 or 2. We got Flight here. That is our 3rd card of cost 2, ending Lost in Time. So that's just over. That is the end of that. And go about defeating Felix Faust now. I control enough characters, so that will just be 3 power. 4, 5 with Forge of Worlds. 6, 7, 8 power with Aquaman. Just checking out everything, making sure I didn't miss anything. Hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. We're at 8 power. We'll go ahead and get Superman in my hand. I mean, that's a good card. 8 power. That also triggers Wonder Woman here because we have equipment and superpower, so I get to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Oh, we're going to discard this Weakness and Phoenix Cannon. Still at 8 power. Draw 2 cards, plus 1 power for each character on our team, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power. 15, 16, look at this. Yeah, you can go to the... Actually, no, I'm going to leave it there because we're going to want that back at some point. So that's 16 power. Goodbye, Felix Faust. Leaving us with 4 power, getting 2 weaknesses, and rescuing a character. Kendra Saunders. Plus 2 power for if you control 2 or more villains. Okay. So 4 villains or heroes. And we do, so that's 6 power now. Everything I can do. I've already done this. Did that. 10 power and draw a card. 11 power, get a victory point. 15 power. And then let's use Cyborg for 16 power total. I just want to see how high I could get. I don't know if there's anything out there I actually want to buy. Yeah, I think we're good. I guess I'll get Warcry. There's use in Warcry. But other than that, I think I'm good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Let's get our next hand ready. Lots of stuff on our team. Lots of heroes floating around. We have no defense in hand, still have level 7, and somehow we always have Nanda per bot when that's needed. New crisis is Trinity War. At the start of your turn, put a card that matches the cost of a card in the lineup from your hand into the lineup. Contribute 4 cards of cost 3. That's why I should have bought Cat-like Reflexes. But I didn't. New villain, Grid. We will avoid that attack by discarding Nanda per bot. Which I probably shouldn't. I really need to destroy some cards. But we're doing it. Alright, so a new card has to come out. We have to put a card out there that matches a card in the lineup, and matches the cost of a card in the lineup. We'll put Sniper Rifle out there. We're going to contribute Phoenix Cannon right away. We got 2 power from Forge of Worlds. 4 power with Prometheum. 5 power of Mecha Construct. I guess that still triggers Wonder Woman, right? Yeah. Okay. I guess it doesn't say you may, but... I don't know how that works. We're still going to do it. We'll still draw and discard them. It doesn't say you may. I don't know. Draw 2 cards and we have to discard them right away, unfortunately. So again, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't say you may. I just don't know what the proper etiquette there is. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 power of Cyborg. Anything else triggered? There's so many things out there I have to check. 6 power. I was hoping to get rid of Carter Hall this turn, but I didn't. With 6 power, we'll buy both of these 3-cost cards. Now, since we bought 2 cards, that does trigger Mecha Construct to draw 2 cards. And then we'll draw 2 more cards. And since that triggers Aquaman, we now have 7 power, and we can put cards we buy on top of our deck. 7 power we'll use to get Carter Hall out of here, which will get us a victory point. And that triggers Wonder Woman. I don't think there's a vulnerability or a weakness over here. No. So we're at 0 power. We'll give Phantom Zone to Trinity War. 1 power triggers the Flash to draw another card. 2, 3, reveal the top card of your deck. I may destroy it. We will not, because we're going to give it the Trinity War next turn. And 4 power gets us to 7. And we can get stuff from the destroy pile. We're going to use our 7 to buy Sniper Rifle. Also, that triggers Kendra Saunders to get to 9 power. And we're going to get Carter Hall for 2 VP. With all our power, I'm still not going to buy another Mecha Construct. We're good. We're good. I shouldn't be buying 2 cards many turns. Alright, new card comes out for the turn. We have to add a 5-cost card to the lineup if we have one. We do have one. It's Onamar Sin. We will give Electrum. Right? Maybe we'll keep Electrum to get a different card into our hand. First of all, we'll play Fulcrum Abominus, 2 power. I'm sorry, draw 2 cards, and then +1 for each character I control. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8, 9 of Forge of Worlds. With that 9 power, we'll go ahead and get rid of Onimar Sin, leaving us with 4 power, getting us a victory point, and I don't think we have anything to destroy with Wonder Woman. Nope. Still at 4 power, though. We're going to give Breakthrough to Trinity War. That will... Oh, we need 4 different ones. Hero, villain, or metal card. Still at 4 power, though. 5, 6, draw a card. That is 2 superpowers, so that triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Ah, too bad I had a vulnerability now. Alright, so 6 power. Trying to do everything I can to get a different 3-cost card. 7, 8, 9. We already did that. Reveal a top card. 10, 11. 12 with Cyborg. Yeah, we'll just give up Electrum to end this crisis. If it's that big a deal, we can get it back. But that's the end of Trinity War. We still have 12 power, if I remember correctly, which is enough to get rid of Grid, which will give us a VP. 2 more weaknesses. And we'll rescue another character. And it's Deathstroke. Once per turn, when you destroy a card, draw a card. Nanda Prabat. You know what? I think it's time we just put it down. Let's get Nanda Prabat on the board. Once during each of your turns, you may pay a VP. If you do, choose any number of players. Each of those players reveals the top card of their deck and may destroy it. Let's reveal it. It's Phoenix Cannon. We won't destroy that. It is a 3-cost card that would have been better to get rid of than the ones we did, but that's okay. We'll be fine. Still have 1 power left over, but we're good. We got a lot of characters, a lot of different abilities here. We have no defense in hand. We do still have Oblivion Bar, though. Our new crisis, the penalty is death. When you buy or gain a card, reveal the top card of the main deck. Destroy all cards bought or gained in the lineup this turn with that cost. Contribute 3 cards of cost 5. Well, there are 2 in the lineup right now. Deathstorm. Well, he's actually really helpful with all these weaknesses. At the start of your turn, destroy the lowest cost card in your hand. That's each turn. Each player discards all cards of the lowest cost in hand. We will defend against that with... Oh, we'll defend with discarding Phoenix Cannon with Oblivion Bar. New card comes out. So we need cards that cost 5. At the start of our turn, though, we do have to destroy the lowest cost card in our hand. We're going to destroy this weakness. So that's just gone. Thank you. 5 power of Element X. 6, 7 of Forge of Worlds. 8, 9, look at the top card here. We will put that at the bottom. That's a hero and equipment. I feel like that was used somewhere. Some combination. No, it is not. Alright, so we're at 9. 10 power. Oh, we destroyed a weakness, right? Yeah, because Dash Tornadoes do at the beginning of our turn, so we did, so we get to draw a card. Ah, it's a weakness. Well, we'll play it. That triggers Batman to look at this card. We will not destroy it. Still at 10 power, though. We'll buy both of these 5s and hope this doesn't cost 5. It costs 4, so we're good. So, okay, we need 5 cost cards. We'll have to get them out slowly, but we'll get them. So many abilities to keep track of. It's fun. It is a lot to keep track of. New card comes out. Have to destroy the lowest cost card in our hand. That is this copy of Steel, unfortunately, which I do quite like. We will give up Ankh Portal because it costs 5. We can put a card from our discard pile on top of our deck. We'll put Mecha Construct there probably, because it costs 5 and we already have 2 of them. 4 power, each player draws a card, and we'll just give it up right away. So again, we're at 4, 5, 6. We have these 2, which does trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll get rid of these 2. We will give this up for penalty is death. That's 3 cards that cost 5, ending that crisis. That's what I was hoping would happen. Still have 6 power. What could I get for Antimatter Antenna? 7, 8, 9 is all I could get. Anything else I could do to get 1 more power? I'd only get to 9, which isn't enough. Oh, I could use level 7. All right, so we'll use this for 9. Level 7, play 2 VP to draw a card. We're at 9 power. Oh, it's a weakness. Triggers Batman at least to look at this. We will not destroy that. Anything else I can do? I tried to do everything I could. All these have been used. I should have used non-Prabot first. Oh, I can do the other antenna. Boom. 10, 11, 12. That's enough to beat Deathstorm. That will get us 2 more weaknesses. But also capture another or rescue another hero. Like Plastic Man here. Once during each of your turns, you may have the next card the next card you play gain the type or subtype of your choice until the end of the turn. Okay. We got a lot of weaknesses to take care of. A lot. So I don't know how that's going to work out right now, but hopefully it just does. 2, 3, 4, 5. Man of Steel helps quite a Superman here helps quite a bit. We have a defense from Black Adam, but we also have Oblivion Bar. Our new crisis is villains in control. Non-villain cards cannot be bought. Villains in the destroyed pile may be bought. Contribute 3 villains. Very well. We have 1 in hand. Light. Each player destroys the top card of their deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, repeat the process. If it's cost 0, discard a random card. I could use Black Adam, but then we wouldn't have it to give the villains in control. So maybe I'll just use Oblivion Bar instead. And discard Ankh Portal here to avoid the attack. New card comes out for the turn. We're going to give Black Adam up for this. We're going to use Nightmare Nurse to destroy a weakness. You can get 2 victory points for that. All right, so we're at 2 power. 4 power of Forge of Worlds. 8 power. And that's 2 heroes, so that triggers this for 9, 10 power. Anything else? Oh, we destroyed a card, so that triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Just checking all the different combinations I would need. We'll use Plastic Man to say that this is a metal card, so that's 11, 12. 13, get a victory point, and we can get as many villains basically as we want from that destroyed pile, because that's a lot of power. So 13, we'll get Onamar Sin, leaving us with 8. Lady Blackhawk, leaving us with 4. Deathstroke, leaving us with 0. So those are pretty good options. Those are actually ones I'd like to keep if possible, but I have no problem getting rid of them and just using Frankenstein to get them back. Now, the real problem we have right now is the number of weaknesses, which is out of control. we've destroyed a lot of villains without having to worry too much about the weaknesses, but they're in here now, and we have to take care of that. Thankfully, we do have Tomb of Path set if needed. New card comes out. No villains here in hand. We'll use 2 power from Madame Xanadu. Look at the top card here. We'll put him at the bottom. 2 power. You know what? No. Bring him back. Because when we buy villains from the destroy pile, it does use Wonder Woman's ability, so it is nice to have them. So that's 2. 3 power triggers someone, the Flash, to draw a card. Now, does heroes and superpowers do anything for anyone? No. 4, 5, 6 will freeze this. That's 2 superpowers, though, so that does get us to 7 power. There's so much to keep track of. We're going to say this is a hero. No, we'll go 8, 9, leave it as it is. We'll say this one's an equipment, though, so that's 10. And that is 2 equipment, technically, so we can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. 11, 12, destroy this punch over here. And with our 12 power. Oh, that's 2 heroes. That's 13, 14 power. So 14 power we can buy some villains with. We'll buy Lady Blackhawk, getting us to 10. We'll buy Black Mana, getting us to 7. Not a lot I want here. We'll get Court of Owls, bringing us down to 2. I don't know that there were other 2 I guess we'll get Black Mask, bringing us down to 2. No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather have cards I can actually use for future crises and stuff. And that one I can't. So we just will skip on that 2 power. We might have forgot Forge of Worlds. We might have had 4 power, but that's okay. New card comes out. Is a villain, as we knew. This weakness goes down, triggering Batman to look at this. We will not destroy that. 5 power here. 6, 7. That's 2 equipment, so we can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. So again, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. Look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. 15. We get something from the destroyed pile. We can gain it. So it's not buying it. So we can get it. We have gotten rid of a few cards I actually liked, like Steel there. Cyborg 1 million. That's a nice one too. We'll get Steel back for 1 VP, I think. Yeah. I still had a bunch of power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are there any villains in here we actually want? Not really, so we're just going to pass. I guess we still should get them so they can get through the deck faster. Nah, I'm going to pass. We'll just wait for them to naturally come through. I'm not going to buy Black Manta. I'm going to leave him until we have this weakness over here and we can use Crisis Wonder Woman's ability. This Frozen token shouldn't be here anymore. New card comes out. Oh, no. We're going to use Tomb of Hath set real quick. At the start of each of your turns, you may discard your hand to draw 4 new cards to avoid those weaknesses. Probably would have been fine. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Batman to look at this card. We will not destroy that. Fortunately, we got no villains in our hand when we did that, which is a really bad move on my part. Still at 2 power. What to do? Well, with 2, 3 power, get a victory point. We'll go ahead and get rid of Black Manta, which brings us down to 0 power. We'll get a victory point for that, and we can destroy a card over here, like one of these weaknesses. 1 power, which triggers Wonder Woman here to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I guess we'll play. We already did what we could for that, so we'll go with this one, yeah. So 1, 5 power. I can discard this. The hero doesn't do enough quite yet, so we have 5 power. We'll go ahead and buy Black Manta again to get him back. But that's it. That's our turn. All right. Well, Fulcrum Abominus, draw 2 cards. And then +1 power for each character I control. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards I control. That's on the table. 10, look at the next 3 cards. Discard any number of them. We'll discard these 2. 14, right? Yeah, 14 and draw a card. That is 2 superpowers, so that triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard this and this. So again, we're still at 14 power. We're going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. That triggers Aquaman to get to 15 power. We can put cards on top of our deck. There's another tower here. We can use Carter Hall's journal. Put a card on top of our deck. Like this awful, awful Ra's al Ghul card. We're just going to get rid of both of these. I don't want to get rid of both of them because I wanted to get rid of Ra's al Ghul next turn. Anything I can do to draw a card? 17 of Kendra Saunders. Didn't see that. When we destroy a card, we get to draw a card. Did I destroy a weakness this turn? I don't think I did. Anything I can do to draw one? No. Just need to get something to draw a card. Oh, level 7. Draw. Play 2 VP, draw a card. Put that down. And we'll get rid of Onamar Sin. You know what? No, we'll get rid of Lady Blackhawk. That will end this crisis. We're still at 17 power, if I remember correctly. We'll say 16 to be safe. That's in the wrong spot. 16 gets rid of Blight, leaving us with 4 power, getting 2 weaknesses, a victory point, and rescuing a character. Oh, just be whatever this one is on top. Dr. Fate. So I have 4 power. I have Dr. Fate now. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more heroes and or equipment, put up to 3 cards with cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. Okay. It's good for destroying things eventually. So again, we are at, if I remember correctly, 4 power. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to use that to get 3 breakthroughs, because there are so many weaknesses floating around. There's just so many in here. They're everywhere. I'm trying to spread them out, but it's not working. Eventually, we're going to get hit by one. Tomb of Hathset can only save us for so long. All right. There we go. We can at least use Dr. Fate's ability when we have breakthroughs into our hand. I would like to use Crisis Wonder Woman's ability, but we just don't seem to be getting them at the right time. Not a lot of villains coming out of that deck. We have 1 defense in hand, and we have Oblivion Bar if needed. Our new crisis is a city destroyed. We no longer have Oblivion Bar. Put all locations in the destroyed pile and in play into the lineup. So these are all gone. We can go ahead and put these right on back, huh? Just put them all in one spot, really. When a location enters the lineup from the main deck, destroy the top 5 cards of the main deck, contribute 3 locations. So you have to get to those quick. Quick. Boom, Sea King. Each player reveals blah blah. We're going to use Deathstroke to defend. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card, and you may destroy a card in your hand. Oh, we'll destroy this weakness in our hand we just got. Thank you, Deathstroke. That is not during our turn, so it doesn't trigger Deathstroke's ability, unfortunately. All right, we have to get as much power as we can to get as many of these into our hand as possible. Okay, what can I do with everything I've got? First of all, we'll use Steel to draw a card. Ooh, it's a weakness. So we got to play that. Triggers Batman to look at this. We will not destroy it. Maybe we will. Actually, yeah, let's destroy this. We destroy it, which triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Oh, it's a second weakness, so I have to play that right away, which means we do lose. Yeah, we do lose a hero. We're going to get a captured hero. Let's lose Plastic Man for now. Yeah, Plastic Man can go away. We're not using him very much. So one goes on top of the stack, one goes to the score pile, which is basically removed from the game for our purposes, and we go on. That's not great because City Destroyed keeps ticking. So we got to play this weakness. Draw 2 cards, plus 1 for each character I control. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. 10, 11, 12. We do control weakness, so don't worry about that. 13, 14, 15. I could go a little farther with Port of Owls, but there's no need. Instead, we'll use our 2 equipment here. I forgot about that for Wonder Woman. And we'll discard 1, 2 cards. 16, 17. I did not play another hero or metal card, so that's just 17. Anything else? Oh, we did trigger Aquaman for 18. We can put cards on top of our deck then. So that's good. You may put cards you gain this turn on top of your deck. So any number of them. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we'll put Nanda Prabhat there, giving us 14. Level 7 there, giving us 7. And Tomb of Hath Set, giving us 2 power left over. We'll buy a multiverse map for that. Leaving these out there into the lineup. I know it's a lot, but the good news is we got 3 locations ready to go. New card comes out. Please don't be a location, okay? We're going to give up all 3 locations, ending a city destroyed. Oh, wrong button. All 3 locations are destroyed, ending a city destroyed. That's the good news. That's going to get us 3 power. 4, 5. How many weaknesses do we have over here? 1, 2. So I could get the 7, but I think we'll just go with the 5 to get Oblivion Bar and move on. I know the lineup is just a giant mess right now. I've got a lot of work to do. If we get permanent eclipse, we're in a bit of trouble, so we gotta work on that. 3 power, we can freeze a card. We'll freeze Dream here. I don't really want him. So that's 3 power. We'll get a VP for that. 4 power, that triggers the flash to draw a card. Also, that's 2 superpowers, so we can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll get discard these 2. Still at 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8, and I get to draw another card. 8 plus 4 gets us to 12, and we get something from in here. Definitely one of those locations we destroyed. Tomb of Hath Set for 2, yes. Still at, what was that, 12, right? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What to do? We already used this. 13, look at the next 3 cards. We can leave all of those there. Those are great cards. Actually, you know what? We'll get rid of... No, we'll leave that there. What am I talking about? 13. That triggers Kendra Saunders to get to 14, 15. $16, we can draw 2 cards if we buy 2 cards. We will get rid of Sea King, which will get us 2 more weaknesses. But we also rescue a character, and we're going to rescue... we'll get Mr. Terrific, yeah. I'm sorry, I meant Plastic Man. So we're at 16. We bought that for 5, so it leaves us with 5. 6 of Aquaman. Forgot about that, and we can put cards on top of our deck. If we buy 2 cards, it does trigger Mecha Construct. So is there anything out there of cost 3? We'll get Speed Force, leaving us with 3 power. And Search the Depths, leaving us with 0. But that does trigger Mecha Construct and draw 2 cards. We're at 0 power. 2 power, destroy a weakness. To get 2 victory points. I'm actually going to get 3 because I forgot to get one for the villain. So we're at 2 power. That triggered Deathstroke because we destroyed a card. So we'll draw a card. So that was 2, 3 power, and get another victory point. Anything else I'm missing? It's all these things are hard to keep track of. 4, 5, 10 power. We definitely want Forge of Worlds back. I mean, that 2 power per turn adds up. But you know what? Instead of that, I'm going to go 2 copies of the Flash because they're both defenses, which work with the Flash ability. Okay. That works. That works. That's something. There's no longer a frozen card here. All right, how many weaknesses do we have floating around right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, and who knows what's in this part of the deck. We got a couple attacks in hand, so hopefully this is hunted by the Crime Syndicate, but no defenses, so we are going to have to deal with whatever this attack is. The new crisis is Exposed. Put the top 3 cards in the main deck in the lineup. That's a 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4th one for the turn. Whenever a card costs 6 or greater enters the lineup, like this one, each player gains a weakness. We do gain a weakness. Contribute 3 cards of cost 6 or greater. 3 cards of cost 6 or greater, huh? Well, we got Carter Hall here and Joker's Daughter, so that is 2. Our new villain, which we can't defend against, Nick Necro. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. Lose VP equal to the cost of the card you gain this way. So we lose 3 VP. That's not the worst thing. There are much worse attacks in this game. So we are going to give up both of these 7 cost cards to give it to Exposed. 2, look at the top card. We can put it on the bottom. Yep. We are running out of time here, though. That deck's pretty light. 3, 4. Let's see. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more heroes and or equipment, which we do, put up to 3 cards of cost 0 into our hand. We're going to put 1 weakness, any punches in here, and 2 punches into our hand. All right, so we're at 2, 4 power. We have to play the weakness, which triggers Batman to look at this. Will not destroy that. We will use Breakthrough on it, though, getting us to 6 power. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. 11 power. That triggers this to get to 12, 13. We're going to say this is a superpower. 14. That triggers this to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. 15, 16, draw a card. 17, 18, 19. Oh, what am I doing? No. Get rid of this. No, not 19. Get rid of this. We're going to go back down to 16 because we'll give this to exposed, ending that crisis. So we still have 16, though. That's still a lot. We'll buy this, bring us down to 5. And with the remaining 5, we'll go ahead and buy a breakthrough because we are running low on those, it seems like. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Go back. We have 5. What if I used anti-monitor antenna? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd be 1 short. I don't think there's anything else I could do, though. Wait, yes, there is. Hold on. Yes, there is. What did we buy? Oh, what did we buy? These are the cards we played. We bought a breakthrough, didn't we? But we already put the breakthrough back, I think. No, we didn't. It's right here. These two, though. Okay, so we had 5 left over at this point. 6 power of Onomar's Sin. Then we discard one of these. That gets us to 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that it? Is that as close as I get? Okay, if we still only get the 10, I guess we're still not there. We'll just get Forge of Worlds and a breakthrough, and we'll still be even. Oh, but I can use this again. Hold on. 10, and then we use this to do it again. 11, 12, 13, 14 power. Goodbye, Nick Necro. We have 3 power left over, so we'll get another breakthrough. Get a VP for beating Nick Necro. We'll also get 2 weaknesses, unfortunately. But also another hero rescued, which I believe was Mr. Terrific, which it is. Okay. That's a lot. There's a lot of weaknesses floating around. But man, they did work with those anti-monitor antennas. Do we have enough here? We do. We have 5 cards. Hopefully nothing happens to our discard pile. All right, our new crisis, second to last. Hunted by the crime syndicate. When you buy or gain a villain, choose another player, blah, 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 blah. That kind of all passes because there's no other player. When you buy a villain with an attack, you may immediately contribute it to this crisis. Contribute 3 attack cards. So we need 3 attack cards for this crisis. And it's Superwoman, who we cannot defend against. Each player discards all villain cards from their hand. Shh, okay, that's one of my attack cards, unfortunately. If you discard 1 or fewer cards this way, gain a weakness. That's unfortunate. So yeah, that's gone, and we gain a weakness. New card comes out. All right, we got a lot to do here. I can put a card from my discard pile on top of my deck, and then I could use Mr. Terrific to destroy it. So we will put a weakness on top of our deck, and then use Mr. Terrific to destroy said weakness. That's a hero and an equipment, which I don't think we have a combination for right now. We do with Dr. Fate, actually. It is 2 power. I could... No, I don't need to, though. You know what? Yes, we can put 1 weakness and 2 punches into my hand. All right, so we're at 2 power. We'll play a weakness, which will trigger Batman to look at the top card of our deck, and we may destroy it. I know. How do I keep track of this? Insane. 2 power. Look at the top card. We may destroy it. If we do destroy it, we'll trigger Deathstroke, which is what I really want to do, if possible. 2 power. Look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will not destroy this. 3, 4. If I control a weakness, I can draw a card. That triggers Wonder Woman here to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2 cards. So again, we're still at 4 power, right? 2, 4. I have Tomb of Path Setback. 8 power, discarding this weakness. 9, 10. 11 power. We'll get Forge World back for 7, leaving us with 4 power, which we'll use to get another breakthrough. So again, we really need those. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need those attack cards to come out. All right, we got 1 in our hand, so we'll go ahead and give Black Manta to this Crisis. Draw 2 cards. +1 power for each character I control, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Weakness triggers Batman. Look at this. We will not destroy that. We'll put this equipment down, though, and that will trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard this one and this one. Still at 11 power. 12, 13, destroy a weakness, getting 2 victory points. 14, 15, 16. 20, and get cards from the destroy pile for VP. We'll get Carter Hall for 2 VP because he's an attack card and he's a wonderful card. Still at 20 power. We'll get Electrum, bring us down to 17. Speed Force, bring us down to 14. Cyborg 1 million, bringing us down to 9. We'll get a Breakthrough, bringing us down to 6. And we'll get Power Channeling, bringing us down to 0. I'm just really concerned that we're going to be up against, what's that Crisis? The one that we have to clear the lineup. Permanent Eclipse, that could be a bad one. We don't have that under control. All right, new card comes out. Nth Metal Sunblade. We do have an attack card in hand, and that's exactly why we have Sniper Rifle in the first place, so that's that. We can draw a card, and that does trigger the Flash to draw another card. We can put another Anti-Monitor down. That's an equipment and a hero, which triggers Dr. Fate. Don't need that just yet. We will draw another card, though. Reveal the top card of our deck, plus power equal to its VP. Ooh, that's a 0. We're going to go ahead and use Dr. Fate's ability to get 1 weakness and 2 punches into our hand. We'll play the first weakness. Using that to look at this, we may destroy it. We will. Since we destroyed it, that does trigger Deathstroke to draw another card. All right, we're still at 0 power after all of that. The whole point of it was to get rid of that vulnerability, really. Three power. That's 2 equipment, so we can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard these 2 punches. 4, 5. Look at the top card. We may put it at the bottom. You can stay here because we'll need it for that Crisis, possibly. 6, 7, 8. That does trigger this to get to 9, 10. Anything else? No, not yet. 11, 12, 13. That triggers this. To get to 14, we can put cards on top of our deck. We'll buy an 8th Metal Sunblade. Put that on top of our deck, yes. So that leaves us with 6 power. 7, 8. Reveal the top card of your deck, plus power equal to its VP. 11 power. That's a lot. None of those are attack cards. So my main problem is I do need to take care of a potential next Crisis. So we'll get T-Spheres, leaving us with 7. We'll get Hal Jordan, leaving us with 3. And Multiverse, leaving us with 0. Hopefully we get more attack cards here in our hand. If not, we do have this villain coming out, which will do it for us naturally. All right, we have to play this weakness, which triggers Batman. Now look at this card. We will destroy it, which will trigger Deathstroke to draw another card. We'll give up Baby Darkseid from our hand, which will end this crisis after we beat Starro. Reveal 4 cards of your deck. Put 1 card of each type into your hand, discard the rest. No card type here. These 2 have card types. Reveal a top card of the main deck plus power equal to its VP. That's 1. That stays there. That's 1. That is 2 equipment, so we can actually draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard these 2. Yeah. So again, we're at 0 power, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Anything else I can do real quick before I'm just losing track of all of my abilities available to me. 2 power, look at the bottom card of our deck. I may put it on top of my deck or discard it. We'll put that on top. So that's 2. 3, 4, I can draw a card. That triggers this to get the 5 power. 6 power, that's a defense. We draw a card. 7, 8. We'll get rid of Starro, which will end this last crisis. So we're at 8 power. Not the last one, but we're getting close. What would I get for anti-monitor antenna? We're at 8. Oh no, we're at 2, aren't we? Yeah, we're only at 2. There's only 3 in there, so that's not bad. So we're at 2 power. You know what? We'll go with this. 6 power and draw a card. Oblivion bar is down. That's good news. Draw another card. Okay. So this is +1 for each equipment and or metal card you play or have played this card. So right, we're at 4 power. I think we said we were at 6 though, right? I think we'll just stay 4 just to be safe. For each other metal or equipment card. So that's 5, 6, 7. And then we'll get another one for this. So that's 8. Plus 4 is 12. How do I get 1 more power? We used this and this. Hold on. If we say that this is a hero for Plastic Man, 12, and then this will be 2 heroes. So that's 13, 14. That's enough to get rid of Superwoman. Getting 2 more weaknesses for us. There's that. But rescuing another character. Another character, why not? We'll get Superman in here. That's actually really good news because he is a strong character for good reason. All right, let's make a little bit of room here because things have gone out of control. Beyond out of control, really. Unreadable. I have to keep guessing sometimes. So there we go. We have got a lot of characters. We got 2 locations, 2 anti-monitor antennas, and we're going into the final villain. And this is our hand. This is what we got. No defenses here, but we do have Oblivion bar. So there's no attacks though, so we're good. Our final crisis is Permanent Eclipse, just like we thought. So these 2 are left over along with a new card for our turn. Basically, all the cards in the lineup are face down. They all cost 5. When we buy them, they go in the bottom of our deck. End of discussion. Our final villain is Crisis Mazza. At the start of your turn, discard a random card from your hand. Mazza costs 1 more to defeat this turn for each card of that type in the lineup and the destroyed pile. You may buy cards in the destroyed pile with cost 1 or greater. All right, so we have to just discard a card. I did have a weakness in hand. If we discard that, that'd be wonderful. Oh! All right, so he's going to cost exactly 14 this turn, but it's not going to happen. Not with those out there. Oh, we forgot to get a victory point for that last villain. 1 power, we'll get a victory point for it. 6 power. That's 2 equipment, so we can actually draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard Batmanium and Black Mana. No, we'll get rid of Iced Over, actually. All right, so we're at 6 power. What do we want to do here? Draw a card, +1 for each equipment and or each other metal or equipment card. Okay. So again, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That triggers Aquaman to get to 11, and we can put cards on top of our deck. Does it trigger anything else? We'll count the metal cards here, so that's 12, 13. We can give this a card type if need be. Oh, wait, no. We're actually at 14 because we got 2 from this. We didn't actually do Aquaman. So 14. We'll give this a superpower ability with Plastic Man, though. So that's 15, 16, 17. That's enough to buy all 3. They go on the bottom of the deck here. That clears Permanent Eclipse. So that's their final crisis. That's over. We had 2 power left over in the end. Now we have to discard our we had 2 power left over. Wait, if we had 2 power, we can actually buy a card from the destroyed pile. Anything up here we actually want for 2 power? It's possible. I really like that Detective Chimp. Escape for us right now is draw a card, essentially, but we've got a lot of those floating around. Yeah, I think we're going to pass. We're going to pass. So let's get our hand ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will discard a random card. It is an equipment, so he's going to cost 14. Is this an equipment? No. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's going to cost 20 this turn, which isn't that bad. Not that bad at all. Draw 2 cards and count for the characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 power. That's a great start to this turn. We'll play this weakness, which triggers Batman. We'll look at this. We will not destroy that. $12 plus 4 is 16. And that is the ability. That's Wonder Woman triggered to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Drop. Oh. We want to drop. We'll drop this one and it's over here. We'll drop that one and we'll drop. I think we'll drop Carter Hall also. Yeah, we don't need it right now. It's not enough great cards over there. So that's 16. 17, 18, reveal a top card. I may destroy it. I will not. We will draw. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 17, 18, 19, 20, destroying this weakness. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. And this is gone. We're at 20, which is enough already. I'm just trying to clear out weaknesses at this point. Oh, and 13, when we played that weakness, we got +1 power. Draw a card, and that's also a defense card, so we'll draw another card. That triggers Batman. Look at this. We will destroy that. We don't need it. We're already at 20 power, though. 21 with Superman. Draw another card. 22, which triggers another Batman use. We'll leave that there. What do I want to do about that? Do I want to keep playing or end it? I should probably end it. I mean, the main deck's running out. We have got a bunch of weaknesses, I know, but it's probably best that we just end it. What else can we do? We got the 2 heroes, so that's 24 power. Metal cards. Is this metal cards? Nth metal mace? Yeah, that's 25. This would actually be one too, but yeah, sure. 26, 27, 28. We did contribute to that. We did get that, so that's 30 power with everything played. I guess that's it, right? Yeah, we'll just end it. Crisis Mazza is defeated. We're going to have a lot of weaknesses in our deck for this game. I thought we would get rid of them real easily with Wonder Woman. In fact, there were a few times we defeated villains, and I think I forgot to go for it. So there is that problem, but still, I thought we'd have way less of them. I was pretty efficient with the villains, though. We went through them pretty fast quite a few times. A lot of fun, though. I do like playing Dark Knight's Metal. I have such a hard time keeping track of all these abilities, though. I think it's because they're all so similar. If they were a bit different, I think it would be a bit easier to keep track of. But it's always like one of 2 different card types. I'm sorry, it's always 2 different card types. Play 2 cards that belong to either one of those, and it adds up over time, basically. So this one needs villains or superpowers, and this one needs villains or heroes, and this one needs heroes or equipment, and this one needs equipment or superpowers, and it's a big circle, and it's hard to keep track of everything. It really, really is. That's my big complaint about this game, I guess. But then there's characters like Superman or Deathstroke or Cyborg, which are a lot of fun too. So you can't really complain about that. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. I enjoyed playing. I hope you do too if you're part of the league. If you're not sure what that is, it's the Solo Crisis League. Semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game and its Crisis expansions. Right now we're using Dark Knight's Metal with Crisis 3. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. There's a link below if you want to learn more about it. If you're already part of the league, already part of or you're already watching, or if you're already part of the league, or you enjoy the videos, whatever it is that brought you here tonight, and you want to support those efforts, you can do that a few different ways. You can check out our Etsy store, link below for that. We have things like the official league mat. We also have stickers and pins and all that fun stuff. Stickers and pins can also be found within the Patreon if you want a little more regular backing, and you'll get things like the sticker and pin, also mid-round results, sneak peeks, upcoming rounds, stuff like that. Definitely worth checking out if you are interested. There's a link below. So thank you for watching tonight. We still have 2 more rounds for this game, and then we'll finish out this season. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all again very soon.